Hello, it's 10 o'clock. Welcome to the weather update. And as you see here on the satellite image, dealing with some smoke today. It was a little better toward the evening, but throughout much of the day we had smoke, and then we had some cirrus move in the evening. That was just from left over from some thunderstorms in eastern Pennsylvania that kind of fell apart once they hit the dry air. You can see all that smoke there, though. You clearly see it's coming from a lot of that. So let me just pause that right there. It's coming from Quebec, actually, the smoke. So it was over us for a good part of the day today, making the sky kind of hazy. And it was a warm day. Air quality wasn't great. I know someone was saying it was a great day, but no, the air quality wasn't good. I didn't feel good. Definitely. And we dealt with some near surface smoke as well today. Though, again, it was worse earlier on, and then toward the evening, like after 5, 6 o'clock, it got better. When this satellite image was taken here. And you could see also an arc of some thunderstorms there that formed over Pennsylvania. Looking at our MODIS satellite view here. Showing you again where that smoke is coming from Quebec here. And, of course, we still have all the fires over here. Look at all that smoke over there in the really in the north there. It's an incredible amount of smoke that's being put there in the Arctic. It's very disturbing. And then, actually, I've gotten word that there are also wildfires in Hawaii, too. Hawaii has actually had wildfires, too. You can find Hawaii on here. Very hard to find. I think this is it right here. They've had some wildfires, too. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but they've had some as well. We don't have the full image. We can go to yesterday and see. I've gotten word about some wildfires there as well. I don't see them on this image, but you know what, I'll share it with you. I'll share the video with you, because some really interesting conditions going on in Hawaii. I'll try to bring this up. I want to bring it up. We'll go over some of the observations. You can see again all these fires going on in the Northwest Territories, but yep, it's keeping the smoke around, and you can see all these fires up there as well. Take a few more satellite loops here. Canada, northern U.S. Here, let's do with the lightning, because this is the problem. We have a lot of lightning now going on in Ontario and Quebec, and this is going to start more wildfires. You can see that going on, and again, look at all that smoke up there in Alaska. Still dealing with that over there as well. Look at Alaska here. And look at all that smoke. There's some really thick smoke over there in Alaska. And look, it's all over the Arctic. It's absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it. This is unbelievable. But anyway, let's go to our observations. Did I put the weather and hazards map up? And I think I forgot to put it up. So, well, first before I do that, we'll go to the radar, and you'll see this is the system that's going to affect us tomorrow over Ohio. We have some severe weather in the south. And tomorrow is going to suck. I'm not at all happy about it. So let's go to the Weather Prediction Center, and you'll see you'll have this low that's going to form over us and bring us a rather wet, humid, disgusting day tomorrow, unfortunately. Looking at the Storm Prediction Center, you can see that enhanced risk in the south as we go to tomorrow. Day 2 convective outlook now. A marginal risk being placed over the east end of Long Island. So we'll have to see if that's going to get expanded or not. All right, let me go to the weather and hazards map so we can look at our observations here. And you'll see the south just being lit up here with all these excessive heat warnings. We got red flag warnings, tornado watch for part of Arkansas and Tennessee. Just the heat is just, even the Florida, dealing with some excessive heat watches. So even for a place that's hot, it's just been incredibly hot there. And temperatures are still very warm there, and they're going to get even warmer. But for us, luckily today, it's not too bad. Oh, look at that. West Hampton's down to 66. I wish it was that cool. It's still near 80 in my alley, but it's still 79 in Farmingdale. So very warm night. No sea breeze at all. West winds there. But the dew points have stayed low after having quite a warm day today. We'll look at the high temperatures, and you'll see highs generally gone to the mid to upper 80s. 88 at Farmingdale, 88 in at LaGuardia, upper 80s in New Jersey to near 90. No sea breeze at all. Lows, again, but the smoke around, the air just didn't seem so good today. Low 66 in West Hampton and then around 70 everywhere else. So, yeah, kind of not a great day because the air quality was not good. But it's still going to be better than tomorrow. That's for sure. And you can see no sea breeze, not even right at the beach. West winds continuing over there, 77. Let's go talk about what we have to come for tomorrow. So let's go to the models here. And we're going to go to the models here, and you'll see we have this low that's going to develop over us tomorrow. And we're going to have rain all day tomorrow. And then Friday, we'll have better weather Friday and the weekend. Be better with more rain chances returning Saturday night and possibly Sunday. So let's go to the HRRR first. And I'm hoping maybe the models have changed since the last run, but I don't think they have. This is the HRRR. We'll get started first with the precipitation. And you'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, actually, it has scaled it back. Okay, good. All right. So it has scaled it back a little bit. Thank God, because originally it was showing like rain all afternoon. So if we go back to the old model here, the 18Z run, which I don't even have anymore, but it was showing rain all day. So now it's scaling it back, and we'll have some showers breaking out in the afternoon, though it looks like they'll be more scattered in nature, though we will have some rain in the evening. With this front moving through, and that's just because this low pressure system is not as intense as some of the models were predicting it. It is running into this dry air, which is helping. I'm just curious about the NAM 3, which we have the 0Z NAM. Let's see if the NAM has also backed off. NAM also backs off a little bit, but it does have the rain again developing in the afternoon and some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it looks more of a scattered in nature type of thing, because again, if we looked at that old run, I'll put the old run up here. It was having a soaker all day. Look at that. It's bringing the rain in and just having it be a soaker all afternoon. So it seems like the idea of a soaker, and you can see that low pressure system there developing. If we go to the 0Z run, there isn't a low mark over us, so it looks like it's weaker with the low. Thank God, because last thing I need is a rainy day. I don't want to deal with a rainy day. It would be fine with me if we never had a rainy day again. It could be a rainy night, but just not during the day. Because I have to get out of here. So anyway, let's go back to the HRRR. That's some good news. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. So let's go to the dew points, and you'll see here we have the west winds, and that's part of the reason why the moisture is going to come in later in the day tomorrow. You'll see that. And the dew points will rise into the 60s, but there's just not as much moisture to work with. And then as we get to it Friday, we get into the drier air, though it looks like it does want to generate a sea breeze in the afternoon. So let's go to the temperatures here. And for the temperatures tomorrow, you'll see temperatures generally will be up near 80 degrees. So it's a little warmer. Because maybe it's going to think the sun's going to come out. We'll have to see what happens here. It's a little bit warmer. And so we'll have to see how that all works with the weather. But you'll see here the sun will come out, and it will make it, maybe come out a little bit tomorrow, make it warmer before the rain moves in. Again, it's going to be moving in more around that 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour. And then hopefully this trend continues, and there'll be less rain even on the next run, which should be fine by me. We're actually doing fine for rainfall. We don't really need a whole lot more. And then for Friday, it'll be another warm day, probably highs in the mid maybe upper 80s, but at least it'll be drier. And then if we go looking at the weekend here, on the GFS, you'll see a weekend here. This is the 18Z GFS. You see the weekend's warm as well. And then maybe we'll get against some. It doesn't look like it heats up too much, at least. So let's go look at the skies, not including the smoke. And obviously there will be plenty of clouds around tomorrow. Friday, we should have plenty of sun. And then Saturday, we may have some more clouds around. And then Sunday, we'll have to deal with some more clouds. I think it's kind of maybe it clears out sometime next week. We'll have another clear day. But again, we don't know if it's going to be clear because of the smoke. RGEM, which is my model of choice to use, you'll see Clouds tomorrow. The RGEM is still probably still showing a lot of clouds. We'll have to look at the RGEM and its precipitation too as well, though this is an old run, so I'd rather not. But you'll see Friday we should have mostly sunny skies, though maybe a little bit of cirrus to the south and later on in the afternoon. But other than that, and Saturday we're gonna have to deal with more clouds. Yeah. So if we get back to the precipitation. So I just wanted to get, you'll see here the RGEM is still showing a lot of, again, this is a lower resolution, somewhat lower resolution model, but it's still showing a lot of rain. Total accumulated precip on the RGEM still showing, well, actually not as much, a half an inch. All right, so let's go to the GFS, because the GFS was being, oh, GFS seems to have backed off now, too. Okay. All right, so GFS is backed off as well. HRRR, which will be the next one. So the models are backing off on that. Tomorrow being actually doesn't really show much rain at all. Well, actually, this goes out to 0Z, and it doesn't really show much rain at all. So this is good. It's backing off. That's very good. That's what we want to see, because, again, if we're looking at the old run, which I don't have the old run of the HRRR, and it was a lot worse. Let's go to the NAM. NAM might be a little... Don't have enough of the NAM. I'll show you what the 18Z NAM looked like. Not that bad. I think it was the 12Z that soaked us. Yeah, it was the 12Z that soaked us. So we did see it. We are seeing a shift. It was the 12Z that really... So you can see, look at what that did. So, I mean, that was crazy. It was a mess. And now we go to the 0Z, and look at that. Much better. So it shouldn't be too bad tomorrow. Again, probably some scattered rain around, scattered shower activity around, as you see. So, and that's pretty much what it looks like here. So that's the NAM, and then we have, again, the HRRR. So if we go back to the HRRR here, you'll see, generally speaking, no, 0Z run. Generally speaking, it'll be dry until about, let's see, 20Z, that's 4 o'clock, and maybe so we have some rain developing 4 or 5 o'clock, and there could be, it's not even heavy. So I'll have to see. Hopefully this keeps trending drier with this system. So we don't really need, because originally we're looking at flood risks and all that stuff, so it looks like it's, like I said, it's reducing in intensity with each run, which is very good. So tomorrow will not be as bad as we originally feared. Because I said, if I could show you the old run, and you got a glimpse of it on the NAM of what it was doing before, but thank God it seems to have backed off on it. So that's very good news. So let's go to the smoke model. Oh, and I wanted to show you what the skies look like today too. So I'll save that. I'll do that at the end of the video, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Usually I do it first, but we'll do it at the end. So here's a vertically integrated smoke from the RAP. You'll see that smoke there that we had. So tomorrow, obviously, we're probably not going to see too much smoke with that southerly flow developing. And for Friday, it looks like maybe we'll actually see some blue skies before some smoke looks like it starts moving back in for Saturday. So I'm not going to show you the surface one. So let me just show you the pictures I took today. Obviously, this is the cirrus that moved in. The skies, like I said, got better toward the evening. And I was in Port Washington. You could see there's a little bit of a halo around the sun there, which is kind of interesting. And then I got to see the sunset, so it was really pretty. And there was less smoke around. You could see there was less smoke. The sun looks fairly normal. Doesn't look too crazy. Maybe a little bit orange, but nothing too crazy. As you see there, that's the sunset. And really just nice. Felt pretty decent over there. It was a breeze. Really wasn't much hotter when I got back here, but the humidity is not that high. And then the sky, obviously, looking some pretty clouds in the sky. So, like I said, it got better toward the evening, but earlier on, the smoke was worse. So I think that's going to wrap up this weather update. So right now, tomorrow is not looking as crazy as we originally thought. It'll be a lot drier, and that's fine by me. So hopefully maybe we can avoid most of the rain altogether, which, again, would be fine. Because, I'm not in the mood for it. So Have a good night. Thanks for watching.